Oh yes, here we go, Bubblegum. I want you to do something. Go and find the bid side liquidity of any coin that you have or that you're interested in. You can go and do this by grabbing it on info.uniswap.org, or if you're lucky, Dex Screener can do the hard work for you and just tell you what it is in the top right section. Now you see this liquidity number? You want to divide that by 2. So if you see 2.5 million, really you got to halve it, because the liquidity is the bid plus the offer. You don't want the offer side. You want to know what the bid side is, because the bid is what you can actually sell into. So just to clarify, okay, the bid here and the offer, that's what it looks like, okay? You have 1.25 million here, $1.25 million here, and 1.25 million here. So when you sell and you hit market, you are attacking that bid, and then you drag that price down. Do you get it? Now you do get it. You see how this is 1.25 million? Let's go continue. When you do this, so what I want you to do is you get that bid side and divide it by the market cap. Then you'll see how little the doors are to exit. This is actually what market cap is. Market cap is if you get enough people in a house and they all own the coin and you ask them, how much money do you have in this coin? The market cap is what they all think they have in their mind. But the bid is how much they can all exit for, if they all exited fast. Now, what some people will say is they'll say, if you think everyone's going to exit at once, you are talking about an imaginary horrible, where you're just imagining this horrible scenario in your mind. Okay, sit down, friend, sit down. Were you around in the past 2 years of crypto where everything dropped minus 99%? They're not imaginary horribles. They are a reality. Where were you when the last 2,400 coins launched, all literally pumped up and went to zero? You have to learn what I'm talking to you about. That's why you like, subscribe, belly button, or please press my belly button, press your belly button, and shock that algorithm for me. Remember, I'm talking about how little the doors are to exit, because that's what they are. The doors are this. If you move your eyes to the right-hand side, you'll see market cap 64 million. So in the example I use, I say, okay, there's a house here, okay? There's a house. I'm going to draw a little house here. There are 64 people in here, right? Each have 1 million of the coin. Do you see? There's 64 people. So you grab these 64 people in the house. You ask them individually. You bring them in your room, interrogate them. You go, how much money do you have in this coin? They say, oh, I've got $1 million. 64 people each. But you look at the liquidity and you're like, excuse me, there's only enough room for one of you guys to get out. One. Now, if you do 1 on 64, I mean, the number's going to scare you, right? It will scare you a lot. If you do 1 divided by 64, oh my gosh, that is 1.5%. If you do 100 divided by 0.1, sorry, 100 divided by 1.5, you got 66. Oh my gosh, like, that's wild, friends. There you go. The percentage is so small. 1.5% of people are going to make it out. Isn't that wild? That literally means, on average, okay, I'll use this example. Yeah, you know, 63 people can't get out. One person can. This is how all market caps work. Now, this number is so small, it's a bit unrealistic. Why? It's because when the market goes down, people are still marketing and promoting to others to buy the dip. And so as the price goes down, so let's say 1.25 million, let's say it actually gets clobbered down to like 0.5 million. It goes down here, right? It goes down to 0.5 million. The price will shift downwards, okay? We'll shift it down. Okay, it shifts down. But then what happens is people then saying, oh, it's cheap, it's cheap, it's cheap. And people, you know, they come and they trade and they go, oh, you know, this thing went down 40%. I'm going to go buy it at this level. And what they come do is they put their bids in. And because they're buying, maybe they push it back up to like 0.75 million. Okay, now it pushes it back up. You see that? But then guess what happens? There's people, one of those 64 guys, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm really scared about this and I'm not feeling good. I saw that other guy leave. Remember, one guy left. So maybe one guy left, okay? Now there's 63 people. 63 people remaining. They're like, oh, okay, I don't feel good about this. I'm just going to take out this 0.75 million. Now, remember, he can't sell for $1 million because their price has dropped. He can only get like 500K. So he's going to take it and leave. Now you see, now you're down to like 0.25 million. And then it goes down lower and lower. And then they try to do the whole, okay, we are really the future of finance and like we're super, super cheap. And then maybe they can only bring it back up to like 0.35 million. So they're trying to make their way up. And then guess what? Of the 62 people remaining, yes, one person says, you know what? I don't feel good about this at all. I'm just going to get out. And what they do is they do get out and they just get out. They just slap it down. They take out 200K. They're like, you know what? Man, I should have taken out when I had $1 million, but now I don't feel good. Now I'm taking it out. Look how much liquidity is left in the price, friends. There's only $150,000, so 0.15 million. Remember, it started with 1.25 million. Now you are down minus 95%. If you're looking at the top, that's how you actually get back down. This coin all the way back down near the start. So this is the real Bitcoin, right? This is, if you go back, there you go. You go back down to less than a cent. Surprise, surprise. That's actually market cap. That's why I'm telling you market cap is important. Market cap is the number you'll get if you ask everybody how much they think they're holding in a coin. Now, can you trade off this number? No, you can't. But I just want you to know, when you know the market cap, you can then imagine in your mind, wait a minute. How strong do I think all these people are not to sell? How strong do I think they are not to sell? Do I think there's going to be weak hands? Or do I think they're all going to commit to the end? What you'll find is they're all paper hands, all right? They're all weak hands. All right, I don't like it, but it is what it is, okay? You know by now. You already know the truth. Everyone's full of crap. You saw how all your favorite coins got decimated. People tell you to buy the top while they were dumping on everyone. Absolute scum people, subhuman filth. Now that you know this, okay, by the way, if you're holding coins, don't panic sell anything. Don't panic sell. I've just taught you what it is. Now, if you look at this from a very cynical mindset, you'll think, okay, it never goes up ever because like everybody wants to exit. Wrong. There are cycles. There are periods of our life where we just feel depressed. There are also periods where things are so and so good and people are joining the network. We're like, you know what? I don't feel like selling. But what are we really waiting for? We're waiting for Bitcoin, right? That's why I'm here. Like, okay, Bitcoin and the stock market. They are two spears of the crypto ecosystem. If Bitcoin thrusts up, we're like, whoa, look at all the money coming in. Now I want to hold. You see, Bitcoin gives you a reason to hold. R2H, reason to hold. If Bitcoin's not moving and your coin just goes up, now you're like, wait a minute. Bitcoin's not moving. Let's say you actually you had a chart here, friends. Let's say Bitcoin was actually just going sideways, and then your coin like went up. All right. Now you're thinking here, you're like, wait a minute. You're looking at this Bitcoin, right? And you're thinking, wait a minute, Bitcoin's not moving. If Bitcoin goes down, then you're looking at your coin like, wait a minute. All these other weak hands, they're going to start exiting and paper handing. So I better get out. That's why a lot of the coins, if they just move up by themselves while BTC is going sideways, then they just keep pumping and dumping. No money ever comes in enough to sustain them. And this is why I keep telling you, no one understands this. They don't actually understand it. Now you do understand it. Now you're probably like, whoa, how do I even hold through so much pain if there's that many doors? It's a tiny amount of doors. There's nothing. Like 1 in 50 people can get out. If you want to know the real number, it's more like 1 in 20. It's not that bad most of the time because volume comes in, there's people coming in and out, and there's people who want to exit. They pay a lot of slippage, so they give a lot of money away. So, but think about it. I mean, 1 in 20 is still tiny. Like 1 in 20, 1 in 50. To me, that's ridiculous. It's not like it's 1 in 2. It's wild, isn't it? That's why, how do you beat them? Well, I know you're not going to like it, or maybe you will. I like you. That's why you should stay in a long-term mindset community. Most will lose. Why? The long-term mindset community is thinking about adopting people 1% every month to try to get people in, and that lifts the boat for everybody. But on this short-term mindset stuff, you get wrecked, you get decimated. And I want to end with something funny, friends. So don't forget, we are here for long-term mindset, but it's blurry. It's very blurry. Why? On one hand, we're like, well, Bitcoin, fix the money, fix the world, print money and buy my bags up. And on the other hand, we have to be intellectually honest with ourselves. We're like, wait a minute. We all like the financial casino. We're here for the green candles. We want to see our labor units placed into a coin represented by a green candle. We want to see it go up. We want to see that electronic representation of perception of value tell us that we are now more valuable because we've placed something in here as a bet, as a speculation. That's what we actually want to see. More people, entrepreneurs, DApp creators, right? Decentralized application creators. The more people who figure this out, they're going to get us closer to those killer applications we're looking for that we're all going to enjoy on crypto, and will make all our bags pump. Even though it might be a bit shady, nasty, a bit more like, the adult night scene, because it's not going to be what you think, friends. Just remember the internet. The internet was made to speak long distance. It was also made to liberate mankind from oppressive governments. 30% of the internet today is people engaging in premarital relations and just porn. And the other 70% is people just sending each other memes. All right. So think about how what we use the internet for and what we actually do, right? It is what it is. So crypto is going to go that way too. That's why I'm here to tell you. We think, okay, crypto solves world financial problems. It liberates mankind. And then also in crypto, you got these prediction markets, okay? Will SBF get some Adderall in jail? $37,000 have committed to this bet. Wow. Talk about some punters, you know what I mean? This is what it is. So we have to get out into the mindset of what the retailers really want. Retailers, that's why I keep telling you, luckily friends, all over my channel, I keep telling you the power of the green candle. You're here for the green candle. Don't forget that. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. Okay, we're here for the green candle. You know that sweet, sweet, sick green monthly candle. Okay, M for monthly, M for friendship. So nothing beats a green monthly candle. Wow, you'll notice, okay, when the monthly candle is green and it closes green, everybody is just going to feel so rah. And when it's red, no one wants to open their phone. But I'll always open my phone for you because you're my friend. I love and appreciate you. And you should tell mum and dad you love and appreciate them too. I'm going to catch you in the next one.